Alrighty, good afternoon again. I'm back. Yes. So, what is the topic of discussion for today? Uh, there's still been a lot of confusion about how realtors actually get paid, especially after January of 2024 started, wherein all of these commissions kind of got revamped, and people are wondering, well, are they getting paid, or are buyers paying them, etc., etc. And that cropped up because I've been getting a lot of questions and concerns with regards to that, and I could sense it as an agent. If certain individuals that I have been talking to, buyers or homeowners, are hesitant to ask that question because it's going to involve expenses. So I am going to remedy this concern in a two-part video. It's going to take a while because it's a lot of discussions involved and a lot of concerns I want to address. So how did this issue come up into being? So a law was passed to where before January and after January 2024, the commission basis on agents were either taken out or has already been set at a designated amount with no repercussions of future negotiations. Well, I'll be honest with you, I don't know what the other MLSs does. All I know is what we do here in the state of Washington. Actually, the Northwest MLS, what covers what we are in that boundary is the western half of Washington. So I am a member of the Northwest MLS. And what is my area of responsibility? From the Canadian border all the way to the Oregon border. It's pretty extensive. And half of Washington State, which is crisscrossed by the Cascades. So I can represent anybody, buyers and homeowners, if they fit in that section of the map of Washington, right? So what is this? What are the conditions now? Okay. In the past, we used to be within the auspices of what the homeowner is actually willing to give us, the homeowner. If you are a buyer, let's start with the buyer first. You don't pay the agent. Then, before January 2024, and even now, if the commission is kind of less, it could be renegotiated. But let's start with the basic foundations. The homeowners still pays for the commission of both agents. The agent that's listing or selling their home, that's putting their home in the market, and the agent that is bringing in a buyer. Okay? So as a buyer, technically speaking, you're off the hook. Okay? Now, why do I say that? The standard default value of a commission is roughly 3%. 3% of a purchase price. So let's just make this thing simple, right? Let's say it's $1 million home, was 3% of that. 1% of $1 million home is what? $10,000. 3% of that is $30,000, right? So if that is the default value, what changed now? The homeowner is still in command of what they are willing to give the buyer's agent. So if I am buyer A and somebody hires agent Z, buyer A now doesn't have to worry about paying agent Z because agent Z is going to be paid by the homeowner that's selling the house to buyer A. You get that? Right. Now, a little glitch is about to happen. If the homeowner is not willing to give an ample amount, let's say 3% or 2% or 2.5%, 2.25%, whatever, agent Z can now approach the buyer A, and ask him for additional fees. That seldom happens because the majority of us agents, we just want to help. Okay? Not unless it's like for free. I'm not going to sell a home if the homeowner, it has happened before. If the homeowner is not willing to provide any compensation for any buyer's agent. About 3 years ago, I was representing a Navy service member looking into the home because he's stationed in Naval Station Everett. Okay, let's go look for homes. We found one. We found a few. We put in an offer in a few and nothing happened, right? Then on the MLS, all of a sudden, something cropped up. I showed the home, but the problem was I wasn't going to get paid. It has zero commission. I'm a real estate agent. Now, most of you guys that are in this business probably going to say, I'm not even going to show the home. I don't want to be, I want to get paid, right? But I have an obligation to my buyer. I didn't even tell him. Ultimately, I told him because he told me that, Marcus, we're not going to look into this house. I don't like this house. It's too far below. It's in Monroe, Washington. It's Highway 2, so if you're stationed, Naval Station, Everett, that's roughly about an hour drive, not including traffic on Highway 2. So I knew he wasn't going to take it because it was too far. But it was a nice home, but I wasn't going to get paid. But ultimately, I told him, hey, dude, man, I'm thank you for not buying the home because I wasn't going to get paid for that home. Okay. Why did I mention that is because I can ask the buyer now, hey, can I get a little bit of compensation because I wasn't going to get paid on this home, or I was just going to get paid 0.5% or 3/4 or 1%. Unfortunately, I wasn't going to work for free, but I will not total it up to 3%. If somebody says, okay, you're just going to get 2.5%, 2.25, or 2%, I can live with that. I'm not going to have to bug the buyer about an additional 0.5%. Okay? Again, those are negotiable. So what changed? The ability of the homeowner to now just stick to a price point, stick to a commission, and stick to that amount on what they're going to pay, depending on what they discuss with his agent. Okay? And the buyer's agent now, if he's not going to get paid by the homeowner, to have a discussion with the buyer on where he stands on this matter. Okay? So, as a buyer, okay, you're still saving money because you're technically not supposed to pay anybody, okay, unless somebody negotiates with you. As a homeowner, you're still in the driver's seat on how much you want to pay the buyer's agent and, of course, their agent. And for the buyer's agent, yes, they can still negotiate with their buyer if they want to on how much they want to get compensated to total up with what they're going to get on the selling side. All right. So again, I don't want to make that complicated. The next topic is it's going to be the same topic, but I'm going to open up the questions and answers. I'm probably going to get it here when I post it on YouTube. All right. So again, state of Washington, that's where we're at. There are 2 of us MLSs in the whole country that does that, and the rest of the country, they are stuck with what the seller wants to give their agents. All right. So if you guys got any questions, especially if you're in the military, hey, I'll take care of you guys up here. Remember, we have 9 military facilities here. You ever get PCS here? Please don't fail to ask me anything. Okay, sometimes that's probably why I'm not even rich yet, because I make it a point to reach out to folks like you guys in assisting you guys with whatever you guys' need. Well, I still want to get paid though. So you guys take care. It has been a pleasure, a privilege, and an honor to have served and to serve you guys that are still serving. Post.